New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. It's your boy, Joseph, back again with another series of cards that you don't care about. I mean, I hate to do this after a new cards PogChamp that defied all expectations last time and lasted an hour. We've got like 4 total new cards, so whatever. We're going to begin with a punk card, apparently. This is Jura, the Curse Thunder Deity. Level 11 Psychic Synchro Effect monster. You can only use this card's 2 effect once per turn. Each time your opponent activates a card or effect, gain 300 life points when it resolves. During your opponent's turn, you contribute this card, then pay 1,500 life points, activate one of these effects, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls, destroy all face-up spell traps your opponent controls. So, this card's really good. Shocking to see that they're willing to print a card this generic that has an effect that actually does something. It's It is good specifically because it fills a niche that is needed by exactly as they describe in the title, Punk. PUNK has the ability very easily to make a level 11 Psychic Synchro. They have been satiated with Psychic End Punisher, a card that legitimately does nothing. He's just a big guy that exists. He's good on turns 2 and beyond, but before then he sucks. Inversely, this card's great. It's like a quick Pyro Phoenix, destroy all monsters your opponent controls is really good, especially because the Punk end board is going to be layered. It's going to have like a lot of back row negation in, what is it, Dangerous Gabu? One of the Gabus. It's going to have like the ability to have rank 3s on board, their new on-theme main deck monster, on-theme extra deck rank 8, and this can be part of that. It serves the Nibiru function in the deck, where like your opponent puts up a mid-shit board through your known points of interaction, and then you just drop this bad boy to exhaust the remainder of their resources. A little less good because like it's coming, but definitely a card that rocks. I'm glad that he's good. I do like people pointing out the health thing. They're like, oh, it's a time card. It's not really a time card because it forces your opponent to take actions, and Punk is already losing in time because of the way their card works. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, more of this, please. Next up. It's time to crown the duel with Philia Regis. Sorry, if you're CJ Alex, I really would advise that you look away from the screen, lest you pop a boner so hard that we can hear the noise it makes through the screen. Warn CJ and all that. So this is not a Dragon Maid. This is Philia Regis, and it is a level 8 Dark Dragon Fusion Effect monster. We have materials, 1 Dragon Fusion monster, and 1 level 7 or higher Dragon monster. It's so strange. Level 7 or higher Dragon monster and a Dragon Fusion monster. How the fuck are we going to get both of those on our field at the same time? Oh, I mean, this card was made for some sort of dragon archetype, but I just don't know which. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can target a card your opponent controls or in your graveyard, banish it, then if you banished a card from the field, return a dragon monster you control to the hand. That's just upside in this dog-ass deck. This is just a monster tidying. What? Am I crazy, right? This is unbelievable. Second one, at the start of your opponent's battle phase. Oh, battle phase trigger. I wonder, again, I just don't know what this was made for. If this card is in your graveyard, you can return a dragon monster you control to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. CJ's in chat says, this card is actually really good for Dragon Maids. What? She's easier to make than Furious Savage Dragon with a more flexible effect. She is a Dark level 8, so her plus Lattice is Lad Fusion. She's recursive as all the other Dragon Maid, and she enables House. Just an overall really good card. They want Dragon Maid formats so badly. And honestly, they might get it. Like, this is a really good card. I will say Dragon Maid obviously isn't the only place she can go. There are other archetypes that theoretically would like this. None of them as much as Dragon Maid. Won't be as substantial as in Dragon Maid. But we'll see. This is the Magnum, the reliever of Dragon Maid. Sorry, I was yawning for that because that's such a perfect perfect. It's such a crucial way to describe it. Yeah, no, it does feel like Magnum the Reliever insofar as it's so targeted versus one archetype. Though it is generic. It's generic. All right, next up. Let's Jet with NT8000 Sirius. Okay, I've seen a lot of discussion about this card, so I'm super excited to finally read it. Here we go. Level 8 Dark Machine Effect Monster. So you can search it with the Orchest Trap. This linked card cannot be destroyed by battle. During a turn, a link monster activated an effect. You can target a face-up card on your field and a face-up card on your opponent's field. Destroy those two cards. And if this card is sent to the graveyard except from the field, and you control a Dark Link monster, you can special summon this card, but if it leaves the field, it's banished. This is an Orchest. This is an Orchest. It's strange to me that I've seen so much discussion about this card because it strikes me as a card that's only okay. Like, it seems all right. But there aren't really a lot of scenarios where I'm like thrilled to see this card. Like, the concept, I think, is you're supposed to set up Babel turn 1, and then Orcus Nightmare doesn't have like a fantastic send. So you go Orcus Nightmare, target a guy, it gains 1,000,000 attack, send this, then this can be reborn at the Galatea link point, which protects both itself and the Galatea from battle. And then the Galatea's effect is quick, so it turns that effect into a quick effect, destroy 1 and 1, like on your side of the field and on your opponent's. And there's a lot of like weird shit you can do with that in Orcus, a deck that already wants to switch cards from graveyard to field and vice versa. But all of the things I'm describing is like, oh, okay, it's a one of you'd play an Orchest that maybe has an effect that matters. Right? You're seeing maybe the problem with this? It competes for space as the valuable Nightmare send with like Gizmek Orochi, which it probably beats out, not by much though. It's hardly the difference maker for these decks. And there are a lot of really bad scenarios, as chat has just pointed out, where you, like, draw it, you know? You draw Orochi, you just summon him. You're like, fuck, all right, well, here he comes. But that might be enough. It's hard to really put too fine a point on this because Orchest is topping once again with the legacy support in the OCG. So really small improvements to that deck could have big implications. You know, this may be a card you see a lot because Orchest is going to show up a lot, and this card slots nicely into that deck in a more flexible role than some of the kind of bad cards they're already playing. Or people may just say, fuck it. You know what I'm going to send off of Orcus Nightmare is Orcus Harp Horror, which is legal again. And then I'll just get, you know, Symbol Skeleton in a rotation. There's no reason to fuck with a Garnet. Like, the whole engine just replaces itself anyway. I am a little more excited for this card than I am for not getting this card, if that makes sense. Like, I think this will see play in that deck. Locking in my vow now. I don't think anyone's really going to be like, oh, not NCSTSTR 8000 Sirius. I think they'll be like, right, that's just part of the deck. Next up. Dragon's Mind. Bum 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 bum. Damn, say are you? Where the hell you been? We've been acting real reckless. Stuntmen. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated and you control a monster with 2,500 original attack or defense, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 2,500 life points, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. All right, so we don't really have to talk about this one too much because it's bad. You know what? Actually, sound off about the stupidest thing you can play this in. Obviously, you can play it in DM. Obviously, you can play it in Blue Eyes Bat Chest. Isn't 2500 defense? Labyrinth. Who's the Labyrinth 2500 target? Snake Eyes. Diabellstar, yeah. Boy, if only there was a trap card that negated something while Diabellstar was on the field. I can't think of any. Starry Night. It has the guy on it. This is Sayaryu, not Starry Night, Starry Dragon. Valmonica. Voiceless Voice. Oh, let's go. Doesn't Peeps stand this card? Does he? Every new terrible free agent card, Peeps is like, bro, this is the card that makes Earth Machine playable. It's not. No, it isn't. Militant Tier. Yeah, what are you activated for? Rukalos? Is Rukalos 2500? Just play Judgment. That's what I'm saying. Eldritch is 2500. Eldritch is very want for a counter trap that negates a card. All right. And last one. Did we do the Argostars redo? Argostars 2? We did. But I want to use this space to talk about Argostars drama. I was hit up... People on Discord just hit me up with esoteric, like, in-universe drama all the time, and I love it. I'm a messy bitch who loves drama. I love just knowing it. I was told there is currently Argostars drama because on Discord, every single new archetype has a Discord archetype server, but Argostars doesn't. Because the Discord repository people cannot decide if this is a real archetype or continuous trap support. And in their defense, I get it. Like, this is what, 4 fucking cards? And they do kind of just all support continuous traps. So, whose purview is this card? Tune in next week where we're going to determine not the outcome of if this deck is good or not. I think we all know that it's bad. But the outcome of the court proceeding that will determine who gets custody of Argostars giant hunting. Jerome called it an archetype. Fucking clip that. Clip that and send it to reddit.com. Oh, man. I love it. All right, that's all I got for you today. Remember the original drama about whether or not it was Nazi propaganda? Drama? That was just a 5-minute bit on my channel. I don't know. I think one of the stipulations in the conclusion of World War II, like, is the United States should have demanded that no country is able to make anime waifus out of the ships that we had to blow up, okay? Like... You know, none of the war crimes that happened during, World War II, you're not allowed to waifu-fy any of them, okay? You're not allowed to, like, make a big, busty, blonde bimbo with huge eyes and huger boobies that's got, like, a 731 on her fucking skin-tight suit. And they're like, oh, it's a reference to Japan's past. You're not allowed to do that. We won. You lost. Come on. I'm cooked then, I guess. I don't like hearing that, to be honest. We get to waifu bomb our war crimes, okay? We get to do, like, Dresdina, the fiery princess of destruction. We're allowed to do that, okay? Because we won.